Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. So, you know I was gonna weigh in on this. I'm tired. Jussie Smollett, or however you say his last name. I never could, really pronounce their last name the way I thought it would be pronounced. So if I'm pronouncing it wrong, forgive me. But anyway, y'all, I'm tired. I'm at work, and every single time I went on a break or I went to lunch, it was a new development, and I'm just like, really? I am so tired. Like, it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? I've actually been meaning to make a video, but it would have, ended up being multiple videos. So now I'm glad I didn't. But what I was going to initially say is, if this is true, which it has turned out to be very much so true, why would you do this? Like, it's Black History Month. Like, you're doing the least in your entire life, sir. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just can't. It's so stupid. Like, and then it's like, I have heard so many reasons, and I've had my own theories about why he even did this, and all of it just seems to be stupid. And you done risked your whole career. You have ruined your entire career for what? Y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna link it or not, but I saw where the prosecutor was reading off basically the whole timeline of what happened and all that good stuff. Y'all, I'm so tired. Like, it don't make no sense. It's like, you ain't really had nothing else better to do with your life. You literally are out here. You have been out here since you were a child, making good money. People loved you. Like, I don't understand. And I mean, one of the more recent things I've heard as to the reason why he did this is because he felt like he wasn't getting paid enough. And it's like, so we're going to sit up here and commit fraud on levels that are beyond ridiculous and you shouldn't even be doing anyway in order to, I guess, scare Lee Daniels into paying you more money? Like, what in the world? Like, y'all, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And see, like, in my mind, I'm kind of like this. Look, I don't know if y'all have heard, but Tyler Perry took to his social media and had been talking to people, and he's been saying how he is so disappointed in Jussie. He believed him because Jussie told him when I guess Tyler Perry asked him, like, are you, telling me the truth? And he was like, yeah, I'm telling the truth. He said he believed him and all this other stuff. So he over there looking crazy and talking about he's so devastated because he told me that he was telling the truth. And I'm just like, I'm kind of wondering why he didn't have the same energy when Monique did what she did. My thing is this, when it comes to the Monique situation, I'll be very brief on that because this ain't about that. But I'm just saying it, is actually along the same lines as far as how all these same people, or some of the same people who had his back wholeheartedly, are now disappointed in him or whatever. And they were backing him. But when Monique said what she said, apparently she said certain things behind closed doors. Everybody was on board for it. Everybody was here for it. Everybody was like, yes. But when she said it in front of everybody for the whole world to see, they was just like, yeah, no. Especially if they had to get on their own platform and, back her. They were just like, nah, what we not finna do is that. So I'm just like, why didn't y'all have the same energy when it came to Monique? You know what I'm saying? You're so devastated, and y'all just acting like y'all is just so, oh my gosh. Either you're speaking out, talking about you're devastated, or you're hush mouth. Because I don't know if any of y'all have heard, because I haven't seen all these things as far as me following anybody or whatever, like, whatever you want to say as far as that is concerned. But I have seen via like the Shade Room, TMZ, other outlets like that, that have stated that, you know, they actually are subscribed to or follow certain people who are affiliated with the show. And apparently Taraji P. Henson took down what she said initially when the attack happened, and other people are silent about it. I don't know if his sister said anything. Journey Smollett Bell, I think her last name is Bell. I live for her. That's why I you know, I've lived. That's the dumb part. I have lived for them, the siblings, since I first saw them. You know what I'm saying? I lived for her ever since. I know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, I recognized her when she was in Shining Time Station, which was a show that was on PBS. Show was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I lived for him too. And I randomly saw him. I don't know if he took a break or whatever, but I hadn't seen him for a while. And then I saw him in something before Empire. And it was like something that was on Netflix. But I had seen him as a child as well acting. So it's like, you can sing, you can act. You have so much going on that's positive. Is it really worth you losing all that for you to just say, okay, let me make up this stuff and feed it to everybody, and I'm gonna make everybody believe me? You know what I'm saying? He's an amazing actor, and I'm just like, but this was quite dumb on his part. Why would you do that? I don't understand. Like, it is ridiculous. I don't understand. And you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all know the different things that have been out there. I don't know which one is the real reason. It has been said that he might have been trying to get some drugs. He might have been trying to get some booty. He might have been trying to get something, like some strange booty. I'm saying booty, not trying to be, you know, mean or say anything in reference to gay men, the type of sex that is mainly associated with gay men. I'm just saying, when I say booty, I say that for anybody. Like, I usually say something like somebody spreading some butt cheeks and thighs or whatever. It's the same difference that I'm talking about. He might have been trying to get some strange sex, because I think he has a man. You know what I'm saying? I think he has someone he's been with for a while. So I mean, that has been something that has been thrown out there, that he might have got on one of those sites, Grindr, Scruff, whatever, and met up with somebody and that went wrong. But as the prosecutor was going down this list, as far as the timeline is concerned, y'all, I cannot. I mean, then the guys that have Nigerian roots, who were born in America, it's just like, look, he sat up there, gave them the money for all this stuff. He went over a very precise plan ahead of time, and the timeline was broken when his flight got delayed like by 4 hours, and y'all, it was just. Then he underestimated where the cameras really were pointing, so where the actual attack happened, that wasn't seen. All you saw was where you could tell the brothers were leaving from a direction and when they were going to the direction. And I mean, he literally planned every single detail out to the point of even the liquid. They ended up changing it. He ended up changing it from gasoline to bleach. And it's funny because he said that certain things were said. There was somebody who was a witness who said that she didn't hear nothing, and all this stuff that he was talking about, it was the complete opposite. They didn't hear nothing. And I mean, I don't know if when he did it, you know, they just beat him up and he just said, you know, to himself, and nobody was around. And the woman had parked somewhere else, but she was like the only witness, and she didn't hear anything. And all that stuff that was supposed to be purchased, they went to a hair store, a beauty supply store, and got everything but the rope. And he gave them, like I said, $100 to buy all that stuff with. They have the receipts for that. They had the video surveillance showing them buying all that stuff. The only thing that changed in the story for the most part was the liquid that was going to be used, because at first he said it was going to be gasoline, then it ended up changing to bleach. So my thing is this. You sat up here and did the most when you planned this story out. Who, especially somebody, no, I don't care how light you are, because y'all know Jussie is light. I don't care how light you are. What are they, mulatto or whatever, I guess? I don't know. But I don't care how light you are still deemed a black male first in the eyes of this nation. So for you to sit up here and still have a noose around your neck when police have arrived, that makes no sense. If that would have happened to me, that would have been the first thing I would have took off my neck. Because it's like, who sits up there and, okay, this happened to me. Let me go dust myself off, go to the house, and just keep it around me. Now, if for some reason I couldn't breathe and I ain't had nothing to get it off of me, that's a different story. But if it was tied like an actual noose is, it could be loosened and then you can take it off of you. And, you know, like we already know, this is all a lie anyway. So it's like, sir, like I can't, it's just so, I genuinely sat up here when I heard the news, when the news broke, it tore my nerves down. And I was just like, oh my gosh, why? Why would someone do this to him? And, you know what I'm saying? When stuff, you know, kind of was coming out, I think it was February. I know when stuff started happening with his plan, it was like the very end of January. But when we really started getting the news, it's February. So I'm like, oh my gosh. The first thing that came to my mind was, why would someone do this? And they know they're wrong. It's Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to that fact, I have a lot of people who will look at me sideways when they see me in anything that says anything about African American history, Black History Month, anything, even when it's not Black History Month. I have people look at me sideways when I do braids, when I do kinky twist, when I do any type of hairstyle that's outside of normal straight or something like that. And even then, because even though my hair is relaxed, my texture, you wouldn't even be able to, people ask me all the time if I'm relaxed or straight. Or I mean, if I'm relaxed, texturized, or natural. Like natural people walk up to me and ask me all the time. So that says a lot. I take care of my hair. My hair is naturally thick. I just have spots where that chemical blowed up in my face and the hair never fully grew back. But like I said, I'm trying to work on that. We'll see what happens if I'm able to even find something as far as that is concerned. But yeah, y'all, I can't. Like, my thing is this. I really sat up here that day when the news broke and I was just like, oh my gosh. And people were just like, my friend was like, prayers for Jussie. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know what was going on. I had no idea. So I looked up the information. I was like, what? So we are both outraged. She and I are outraged about this. And we're just like, how dare whoever did this? And it's just sad and unfortunate because people really did sit up here and pray for him. Like genuine prayers. Because we are all sitting up here thinking that this heinous attack happened to him. But he was just sitting up here lying. I mean, was it for clout? Was it really for money? Was it for sex? What was it really actually for? Because you're going to jail or to prison. You're going to serve, from what I can gather, 1 to 5 years. 1 being the least amount of time, unless they decide, oh, well, he's famous, let's give him good behavior or something like that. You're going to jail, prison somewhere. Because I know people I have known people that I've had as a client that have gone to jail for a short amount of time. Like, it was really short, but it was just given a false name because they had to go through so much just to figure out who they were. You're using up manpower when you shouldn't have to. Manpower was used. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are trash. A lot of police officers are trash. You already know. We've seen it. We've seen all these crooked cops. I'm talking about the crooked ones. I'm not referring to the ones that actually do what they're supposed to do. I'm talking about the crooked ones. There are already too many crooked ones out here. So you want to sit up here, and people dogged them people out because of things that have happened in the past. So I was already kind of looking sideways like, okay, I don't know about this, because that particular police department has a record of lying and falsifying some information themselves, from what I have gathered over the years dealing with other cases I'm not even gonna go into. But yeah, I just don't want to sit up here and be angry for the rest of time because of this ignorant person who is Jussie Smollett. I don't understand. There are so many things in the world that are going on. He could have used this time and energy and all that thinking that he came up with, this stupid thing that he came up with, and he could have actually done something that was going to make a difference, especially in this month. You know what I'm saying? We already get the shortest month of the year to actually recognize and bring very much so needed attention and awareness to us and the things that are about us. But you want to sit up here and lie talking about, oh, I got attacked. Then went up here on national TV and did an interview lying yet again. And it's just like, really? You really are that like, I don't care what nobody say, he canceled. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna continue to say people are canceled until they stop doing ignorant stuff. It's just like he is, at this point, he is canceled. Lock him up, throw away the key. And I mean, my thing is this: I don't like to be like mean about situations like this, but you really had people's hearts invested in this. People really sat down and prayed and spoke your name in prayers. Like really prayed over your life because of all this stuff that happened. Because we really thought you were really going through like that. But you sat up here and concocted this whole lie. And for what? Anyway, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, because I am. I'm just going to keep warm. I'm enjoying the better weather because it has been snowing. So anyway, y'all take care. I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.